Hi, I'm with Keith and Matt from War Thunder. Can one of you tell me about it?
War Thunder is a multi-vehicle combat simulator where we throw tanks. At the moment we throw tanks and aircraft into a bigger picture of battle. We intend to bring out some C-type forces in the future. Currently we're working to release the tanks into the game so that they'll be able to battle with aircraft. It sounds silly, but we do have anti-aircraft vehicles as well that shoot the aircraft down.
Is this just on PS4 or?
No, it's a PS4 game and a PC game. It's free to play, doesn't cost a thing, you don't have to spend any money on it at all. The only aspect for monetization on it would be if you want to get to something faster. But everything you do in the game you can actually do for free.
So as I'm seeing over there, you've got planes. Are the tanks not actually in the demo then? Or?
Yep, we've got tanks round the corner at the other side on the PC. The PS4 version has only got aircraft at the moment because we're kind of at the mercy of a third party with Sony about getting patches in, so it's not an easy process to get them in.
So is this live now? Is these like
they're actually playing online at the moment. Average numbers online on the PS4 is probably what, 1,500 was it?
Yeah.
1,500 waiting to play, so that's on PS4. Early days for PS4, it hasn't been out that long. It's a new system, so the player base is still growing. But it's a free game, so it should attract a few players.
Is it too powerful for the PS3?
Is it too powerful? It won't run on the PS3. I'm afraid not, no.
But Xbox One?
No, we've got no intentions of that in the immediate future.
Don't you like Xbox?
I love Xbox, but we had to plumb for one. Sony were interested in cross-platform gaming, which is between PS4 and PC. So we kind of went with them because they were prepared to look into that for us and get that.
It must be difficult.
It is difficult because we've got to have a game that's patched in exactly the same way on both platforms. Because if this is not up to date with the one on the PC, you can't cross-platform. So
duplicated names, isn't that into a problem? Or?
No, ultimately, once the cross-platform kicks off, the naming convention will all become very relevant and they'll all be under the same account.
Oh, so it'll be run on their servers and not. Yeah. So you'd create your own username on the game.
You've got an individual name you can create in the game, yes. So I'm not sure what your question about problems with duplicate names.
Well, if someone has a PC name that's the same as someone on a PlayStation, what would it come up in the scoreboard?
Well, it works on an international server, so there aren't multiple servers. As with all games, you register with an email, you have a password, and you have a unique username that you use through the game. But because it's on a single server, there is absolutely no chance of having duplicate names. I'm not sure if that answers your question.
If they create a username and it's already in use, they won't be allowed to create a name.
So when they're creating a user, it's on War Thunder servers, not PlayStation's.
Yes, that's correct. Yes.
So that's what I meant.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Sorry, I got...
So about the planes, there's how many different planes?
Blimey. We've probably got over 100 unlockable aircraft at the moment from 5 different nations.
Have you got a favourite?
Yeah, the British. Probably the Lancaster bomber.
I'm going to have to go with the Americans and the B-17s and the B-24s.
What like about the jets? You said you like jets.
I really like the Russian MiG-15. That's my favourite jet in the game at the moment. But
no, I like the British Lancaster. The Gloucester Gladiator is a very low-level aircraft, but it's a lovely little aircraft. I like the Spitfires and I like the Hurricanes.
So each plane has got its own different guns and weapons?
Yes. Every plane is built historically accurate. So it looks accurate and it flies accurately as well. So if it was good in real life at turn fighting like the Spitfire, it's good in the game.
What about like chat? Is there like
like chat?
Like mic chats, or is it?
Yeah, there's an internal. The game has got, what is it? They call it VoIP. It's got a VoIP service in game that they can talk to each other.
I was thinking if you have to do a keyboard and you're flying a plane and you're typing a long message.
People manage it. There's a lot of haters out there that manage to swear a lot in game.
If you're flying a plane, type a message and you're just about to hit a mountain.
Well, that happens anyway. It's just fact of life.
I mean, I saw someone crash over there and the damage looks very impressive.
We've got a lot of damage modelling going on with the system, as well. All different types of damage are reflected. If you lose control of your elevators, which make you go up and down, it's usually because they've been shot away. And if you look at the model, the elevators will be shot away as well.
Yeah.
Does pieces fall off?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Lots of pieces fall off.
So
Smoke comes out, fire comes off the engines.
unlike a traditional model where you could have it hit points based, it all depends on where your aircraft gets shot and by what sort of shell it gets shot at. So take a bomber for example. If it gets shot on one of its engines, it's probably going to keep flying but at reduced speeds. But if you take a single engine fighter and the engine on that goes out, well, you're going down very quickly.
I think I've seen a bit of gameplay from this before, and you can parachute out if you Mayday out.
That's correct. You'll get little parachutes leaking out, and look, they've got a bit of damage model going on now. See a bit of flame happening.
So
That flip, like you can actually put that fire out by shutting the engines down and doing a bit of a dive, just to get the wind past it. But that plane will now burn to death.
I thought the bomb was about to hit him again. Oh look, there you go.
Yeah.
He's losing it.
2 engines now. See that?
Oh.
Anyway, what we were saying, it depends how many crew are in the aircraft, will depend how many parachutes you see. So if there's only one pilot in it, it'll only be one parachute.
Well, if there's 5 people on it and there's only 2 parachutes, what happens?
They have a fight in the plane before they get out, so it's probably too late. They'd have to crash land.
So take it, how far is this in now then to...
We're probably just under halfway development-wise. We've got the aircraft, they're almost fully stocked out. We've still got a bit to go with them. That's putting more aircraft in the game. The tanks will be very shortly appearing within the open side of things. Not on the PS4 though, it'll be on the PC. And that's because we got this limitation that we can't get patches across quickly enough. But it'll certainly be on the PC very soon.
When's this set then, the game?
Where's what?
When's it set?
When?
Yeah.
It's set from 1937.
No, it's from 1919 and it spans to 1953.
What's 1919?
You have the Gladiators.
That's not 1919.
When is it?
That's mid-war. About 1937 to 1953.
So
end of the Korean War.
Would there be any aircraft carriers?
I suspect there probably will ultimately when we get working on the ships.
Will they be able to land on it and repair their planes?
You can do that now.
Yes, you can do that now. It's just that the aircraft carriers are controlled by it's controlled by the computer as opposed to actual players.
But you can still land and repair on them.
Yeah,
Impressive.
so we have a lot of the naval models already introduced. I mean, if you're just flying around on Pacific-based maps, you can see the actual ships there, and you are able to land on the aircraft carriers and rearm and repair.
Is there airfields as well?
Yep. It all depends on the map, of course. I mean, and the theatre of war. So during with European maps, it's mostly land-based airstrips and stuff like that. Whereas Pacific maps, predominantly carriers, possibly island maps. So it depends on the location, really.
Are these all land service here, or?
No, this is rigged into the major network. This is rigged into the internet.
Yep.
So people at home can be playing people from Rezzed?
Yeah, that's why I say there's 1,500 people on the PS4 side of things playing from around the world. On the PC side of things, you've probably got about 50,000 people playing online, say, at the moment.
What's the specs of the computer? Does it take a lot?
No, it's not. It's not a particularly demanding piece of software. It's quite well optimized. It's not. I mean, you're not going to be able to play it on a VIC-20, or anything old like that. But it's quite a respectable. You can go back to DirectX 9 models and earlier graphic cards. It's not. It's well optimized. That's the bottom line with it.
Is there anything you'd like to add into the game that's not in there?
Just if there's anyone watching this, come and try it. Give it a go. We'll have tanks soon, and it'll be wonderful.
Do you think you'll beat World of Tanks?
We need competition. We all need competition. World of Tanks do their thing, we do ours.
Aren't they on Xbox?
I think they are on Xbox, aren't they? Or they're trying to be, but I don't think they've got it working yet.
Anything you'd like to add?
Nope, that'll be it.
Are you going to have a favourite tank?
Am I going to have a favourite tank? It'll be one of the British ones. If they put it in, it'll probably be the Churchill.
You're going by your own country then?
No, I just like British tanks and British aircraft. What's wrong with that?
I bet it was fun doing the research.
The research was done by loads of people. There was a lot of historical documentation done, yeah.
Have any of you flown a plane?
Yes, I've flown in a Gloucester, not a Gladiator, but a Gloucester, which was an early training aircraft. I've flown in a Hercules, I've flown in a Chipmunk, and I've flown in lots of airliners.
Yeah, and you?
No, I haven't, unfortunately.
Flown in the MiG-15 in these dreams. In these dreams.
So yeah, so that's War Thunder.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Thank you very much. Thanks.